Can I ask you something? What if the hardest part of leaving isn't the goodbye? What if it's the silence that comes after? Because no one prepares you for that. No one tells you that after you leave a relationship, a marriage, a friendship, or even a version of yourself, life doesn't suddenly become peaceful. Sometimes it becomes painfully quiet. When you have lived in survival mode for years, chaos becomes familiar. The arguments, the constant waiting, checking your phone, wondering if they will call, trying to fix things, trying to explain yourself, trying to be enough. Your nervous system gets used to living on high alert. Then one day, you leave, and suddenly, there is nothing to fight anymore. No messages, no arguments, no apologies, no hope, just silence. And strangely, that silence can feel unbearable. We often mistake peace for loneliness because peace is unfamiliar. For so long, your heart measured love by intensity. So when life becomes calm, your brain whispers, something is missing. But maybe nothing is missing. Maybe you are simply meeting peace for the very first time, thinking about how strange this is. When someone leaves your life, people ask, are you happier now? As if feeling is supposed to happen overnight, as if freedom doesn't come with grief. The truth is, freedom has an echo. The house feels quieter, the bed feels bigger, the coffee tastes different. Even good mornings feel unfamiliar because there isn't another person standing in the background of your life anymore. And that emptiness can make you question whether leaving was the right decision or not. But here's something that I've learned: loneliness is not always asking you to go back. Sometimes it's asking you to come home, home to yourself. Because for years, you may have known everything about another person's needs, what they liked, what upset them, how to keep them happy. But somewhere along the way, you stopped asking yourself simple questions. What makes me feel alive? What makes me laugh? What kind of mornings do I enjoy? Who am I when nobody needs me? That's a real work after leaving. Not replacing someone, but just rediscovering yourself. And that takes time because you're not rebuilding a relationship. Remember, you're rebuilding an identity. One evening, instead of texting someone who no longer chooses you, make yourself a cup of coffee. Sit by the window. Don't distract yourself. Just listen, not to the outside noise, but to the voice inside. It might feel awkward at first, but eventually you will hear something beautiful. You will hear yourself again. Healing isn't always exciting. Sometimes it is incredibly ordinary. Buying yourself flowers for your table, watching a movie alone, cooking a meal just because you enjoy it, going for a walk without explaining where you are going, reading a book because you're curious. These little moments seem insignificant, but remember, they quietly teach your nervous system something new. I am safe. I can enjoy my own company. I don't need chaos to feel alive. One day you will notice something. The silence won't feel empty anymore. It will feel spacious. It will become the place where your creativity returns, your confidence returns, your laughter returns, your faith returns. And slowly, so do you. If you're feeling lonely today, don't rush to fill in the silence. Listen to it. Because sometimes the silence after leaving isn't punishment, it's permission. Permission to stop surviving, permission to stop proving, permission to become someone you have never had the chance to be. So today, before you reach for another reason for distraction, just sit with yourself for 5 minutes. No phone, no music, no television, just you. It may feel uncomfortable, but remember, healing often begins exactly there. Not in another relationship, not in another conversation, but in the quiet moments when you finally realize maybe I was never alone. Maybe I had simply forgotten how to be myself. Until next time, take a slow sip of your coffee and remember, silence after leaving isn't the end of your story. Sometimes it's the first chapter where you finally get to hear your own voice again.